In our contemporary world, where the pressure to succeed and plan for the future looms large, many individuals find themselves trapped in the cycle of future freaking, a term that encompasses the relentless anxiety and worry about what might come next. This phenomenon leads us to become so ensnared in possibilities that we neglect to live in the present. The act of future freaking is not merely a casual concern. It can dominate our thoughts, dictate our actions, and shape our emotional landscape, often in ways that are counterproductive and detrimental. To future freak is to become preoccupied with the myriad of what-ifs that our minds conjure, often leading us down shadowy paths of overthinking and speculation. These worries range from the banal, such as wondering whether we'll be on time for an appointment, to the profound, such as contemplating the implications of a potential job loss or health crisis. In this mental state, we might continuously rehearse scenarios related to career aspirations, personal relationships, health, or finances, allowing anxiety to dictate our daily actions and decisions. The constant pull of these thoughts can lead to a sense of overwhelm and frustration, leaving us feeling unmoored and disconnected from the life we are currently living. The origins of future freaking are deeply rooted in our psychology, stemming from a blend of evolutionary instincts and societal conditioning. As human beings, we possess a natural inclination to predict outcomes. This trait has been ingrained in us through the demands of survival. Our ancestors needed to anticipate threats and opportunities in order to thrive in an often perilous environment, where the ability to foresee danger could mean the difference between life and death. This instinctual drive to look ahead has transcended generations, manifesting in our modern-day lives where the stakes are not always about mere survival, but rather about success, social standing, and emotional security. However, while having a degree of foresight is vital, today's environment often requires us to plan for every conceivable eventuality, leading many to become overwhelmed by possibilities, which can stymie productivity and fulfillment. The intensity of modern life, coupled with incessant connectivity through technology, exacerbates this tendency to fixate on the future. Our smartphones serve as constant reminders of the things we need to accomplish, the deadlines we must meet, and the societal expectations we strive to fulfill, leaving little room for spontaneity or appreciation of the present. The drawbacks of future freaking are numerous and overwhelmingly detrimental to our overall well-being, with anxiety and stress being two of the most pronounced consequences. When we become fixated on what might happen in the future, our thoughts often spiral into a cycle of worry, breeding negative emotions that manifest in our day-to-day lives. Individuals experiencing this type of anxiety may find themselves unable to focus on the tasks at hand, leading to reduced productivity and increased distractions. Sleep deprivation can become a common ailment, as racing thoughts about possible future scenarios disturb our peace of mind and hinder our ability to find restful slumber. The mind becomes a battleground of hypothetical scenarios, often leading to physical manifestations of stress, such as headaches, digestive issues, or fatigue. Moreover, decision paralysis can emerge as a significant consequence of future freaking. Faced with multiple potential outcomes and the overwhelming desire to avoid negative consequences, people may become so incapacitated by the enormity of their choices that they fail to make any decisions at all. This inability to move forward not only stifles personal growth, but also precludes the opportunity to seize potentially transformative experiences that await us. The irony lies in the fact that our attempts to safeguard our futures may inadvertently render us powerless in the present. Furthermore, the social implications of future freaking cannot be understated, as relationships often suffer under the weight of an individual's preoccupations and anxieties about what lies ahead. People who are consistently entangled in future worries may struggle to maintain meaningful connections with those around them. When one party is preoccupied with the future, it frequently results in a neglect of the present moment, detracting from the ability to engage in authentic conversation or emotional sharing. The act of listening becomes compromised when one's thoughts are divided, leading to a failure in genuinely connecting with others. Consequently, This fixation can create an invisible barrier between individuals, fostering feelings of disconnection, resentment, or misunderstanding. Instead of enjoying the joy of companionship or the subtleties of a shared moment, the future-freaking individual may be physically present but emotionally absent. The irony is that in our efforts to avoid future discomfort, we may inadvertently create present disconnection, leading to relational strife and isolation. To counteract the pervasive influence of future freaking, embracing mindfulness emerges as a vital practice, acting as an antidote to the anxiety-inducing preoccupation with the future. Mindfulness encourages us to anchor ourselves in the present moment, fostering an awareness that allows us to observe our thoughts without judgment. Through mindfulness, we can create a mental space that acknowledges our worries without allowing them to overtake our experience. This practice does not demand the eradication of anxiety or worry. Instead, it promotes a relationship with those feelings that is less reactive and more accepting. By cultivating this habit, we can gradually distance ourselves from the narrative of what may or may not occur, shifting our focus to what is occurring now, in real time. Mindfulness can take many forms, including meditation, mindful eating, or simply taking a walk while paying attention to our surroundings. Each of these practices serves as a bridge back to the present, allowing us to engage more fully with the world around us. Gratitude journaling presents another practical approach to combating future preoccupations. The act of writing down elements of gratitude fosters a mental shift that can significantly reshape our perspectives on life. Rather than allowing our thoughts to be dominated by anxieties about what we lack or what we might lose, gratitude journaling encourages us to focus on the positive aspects of our current circumstances. Each entry becomes a reminder of the richness present in our lives, from simple pleasures, a warm cup of coffee, a cherished friendship, to major milestones, career achievements, or personal growth moments. Taking time to consciously reflect on what we are grateful for shifts our perspective from an anxiety-riddled future to an appreciation for the present. Scientists have found that practicing gratitude can lead to increased levels of happiness and reduced feelings of depression, thus enhancing our overall emotional well-being. This practice not only reinforces positive thinking, but also encourages mindfulness, as it requires a slowing down and thoughtful consideration of our lives. Engaging in physical activities also helps us reconnect with our bodies and the present moment, providing respite from our racing thoughts. Whether through yoga, dancing, running, or simply taking a leisurely stroll through a park, physical movement can ground us in our environment and redirect our focus away from future uncertainties back to our immediate experiences. Such activities serve as powerful tools for stress relief and emotional regulation. Engaging in exercise triggers the release of endorphins and enhances our mood, promoting feelings of well-being and relaxation that directly combat anxiety. Furthermore, when we immerse ourselves in physical activities, we often find that we can enter a state of flow, where time seems to disappear and our focus sharpens. This state of flow fosters a deep sense of enjoyment and fulfillment, reminding us of our capacity to experience richness in the present moment. Equally important to reframing our relationship with the future is the utilization of cognitive behavioral techniques, which offer actionable strategies for challenging anxious thoughts and assumptions. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, provides individuals with tools to critique and reshape their cognitive distortions about the future, enabling them to navigate the labyrinth of their worries with greater clarity. One effective technique is the thoughtful assessment of negative assumptions. When we find ourselves caught in a spiral of catastrophic thinking, it is crucial to take a step back, put the brakes on the negative thought process, and analyze whether those fears hold any validity. Are they rooted in reality, or are they merely projections of fear and uncertainty? By scrutinizing the evidence behind our thoughts, we gradually dismantle their power over us. This shift in thinking is not about dismissing our feelings or fears, but rather re-evaluating their relevance and likelihood of occurrence. The thought-stopping technique acts as an immediate intervention during moments of overwhelming worry. When negative thoughts about the future arise, we can train ourselves to consciously tell our minds to stop creating a mental break that allows us to redirect our focus to something more immediate and tangible. A favorite object, a meaningful memory, or an engaging activity can act as focal points that anchor us back to the present. This mental interruption serves as a reset button in the cognitive loop of rumination, allowing us to regain control over our attention and momentum while fostering a sense of agency in our lives. By consistently employing this technique, we cultivate resilience and empower ourselves to respond to anxiety with intention. Exploring historical and cultural perspectives on the concept of uncertainty and living in the moment sheds light on alternative ways of approaching life's unpredictability. Many Eastern philosophies, such as Buddhism, emphasize mindfulness and the acceptance of impermanence. In these traditions, the acknowledgement of life's fleeting nature is not a source of despair, but rather an invitation to cherish our experiences while they last. Understanding how different cultures have approached the idea of living in the moment can inspire us to reassess our own reactions to the relentless drive for security and planning. Moreover, the acceptance of uncertainty is often portrayed as crucial to achieving inner peace, as it empowers individuals to embrace the chaos of life rather than resist it. This philosophical framework encourages us to view life's unpredictability as an opportunity for growth and learning, a perspective that can help transform our relationship with anxiety. Accepting uncertainty becomes an essential part of the journey toward a more peaceful existence. Life is inherently unpredictable. No matter how extensively we plan or prepare, outcomes often remain beyond our control. Embracing this truth allows us to wrestle less with anxiety and cultivate a more fluid approach to life, where we can navigate challenges and opportunities with resilience and grace. Accepting uncertainty does not mean abandoning our goals or ceasing to aspire for a better future. Rather, it signifies integrating adaptability and openness to change into our mindset. As we take steps to acknowledge the limits of our control, we begin to recognize that discomfort is a natural part of the human experience. The journey is not about avoiding uncertainty, but instead about learning to dance with it, the highs and lows, the ebbs and flows of life as opportunities for growth. Living with intention serves as another significant approach to countering future freaking. When we commit to living intentionally, we cultivate a conscious awareness of our goals, desires, and values, which in turn informs our daily actions and choices. To live intentionally means to approach life with purpose, making deliberate decisions that align with our core values. Instead of being swept along by the tides of expectation or fear, we can channel our energy toward aspirations that inspire and motivate us. Setting clear, meaningful intentions allows us to navigate our actions with greater clarity, fostering a sense of agency and fulfillment. Intention is not rigid. It allows for flexibility and change as life unfolds. When we live intentionally, we create a blueprint for the future, one that is shaped by our values and desires rather than molded by anxiety or external pressures. This intentional focus fosters purpose, direction, and intrinsic motivation, qualities that can easily be lost amid the chaos of future fixation. Additionally, nurturing connections with others provides an essential counterbalance to our anxieties about the future. Human beings are social creatures, and engaging in meaningful relationships offers a support network that not only helps us navigate uncertainty, but also reminds us of the joys and fulfillment available in the present. The presence of supportive friends and family can alleviate feelings of isolation and anxiety. Quality time with loved ones, laughter, and shared experiences create profound memories that enrich our lives, reinforcing the importance of cherishing the moment rather than racing toward tomorrow. Relationships thrive on mutual attention and presence. They flourish when we commit to being fully engaged with one another, free from distractions of future anxieties. The act of being present within relationships fosters joy, compassion, and connection, which ultimately contribute to our overall happiness and emotional health. In summary, future freaking can be a significant barrier to living a fulfilling and satisfying life. By recognizing the cognitive and emotional roots of this behavior, we can actively work to cultivate strategies that ground us in the present. The significance of mindfulness, gratitude, engaging in physical activities, cognitive reframing, acceptance of uncertainty, intentional living, and nurturing relationships are all interconnected threads in the fabric of a present-focused life. Together, they represent a holistic approach to redirecting our attention away from nebulous possibilities toward the rich experiences available in the here and now. As we develop a deeper understanding of these concepts, we find ways to gently guide ourselves back into the moment, creating a buffer against the anxieties of future freaking. As we continue to embrace this journey, it becomes increasingly clear that life, its beauty, complexity, and mystery, is designed to be lived in each passing moment. The past offers lessons learned. The future presents opportunities for growth.